Welcome to Daily English Room. Today's topic is learning English. Our first topic is the reason why you want to learn English.
I'm fascinated by Western pop culture, movies, music, comics, you name it. I want to enjoy these in their original form without relying on translations. Plus, as a graphic designer, communicating with international clients in English could really boost my career.
Now, let's look to the future. What is your biggest goal for using English in the next year?
I'm planning to enter an international design competition where I'll need to present my work in English. My goal is to be able to eloquently describe my creative process and answer questions from the judges without hesitation.
To help achieve them, you must be using various learning resources. So, what's your favorite resource for learning English, and why?
My go-to resource is an app called Design Lingo. It's specifically for designers learning English. It offers flashcards for design terminology, quizzes on describing visual concepts, and even mock client briefing scenarios. It's incredibly useful for my specific needs as a graphic designer.
What's a cultural misunderstanding or surprise you've encountered while learning or using English?
My surprise was more visual. I designed a poster using the OK hand gesture for an English language campaign. My Australian client quickly asked me to change it, explaining that while this gesture means OK in many cultures, it can be offensive in some English-speaking countries. I was amazed at how a simple hand gesture could have such different meanings across cultures.
Learning a language can be challenging, but it also has its rewarding moments. Can you share a moment when you felt you'd made a real breakthrough in your English skills?
Mine happened while I was watching an English movie without subtitles. It was a fast-paced dialogue in a Tarantino film, full of slang and cultural references. Suddenly, I realized I was laughing at the jokes and understanding the nuances without any struggle. It felt like a fog had lifted. I wasn't just understanding the words, but the whole context and subtext too.
Language learning is also about consistent practice. How do you incorporate English into your daily life outside of formal study or work?
I've gamified my English learning. I play online multiplayer games with English-speaking teammates. The fast-paced environment forces me to think and communicate quickly in English. I've learned so much gaming slang. I also follow English-speaking designers on social media and challenge myself to comment thoughtfully on their posts every day.
Learning a language can sometimes be frustrating. What do you do to stay motivated when you feel discouraged in your English learning journey?
I've gamified my motivation too. I have a progress bar on my wall that I color in for every hour of English practice. When I complete it, I reward myself with a new design book in English. Also, I follow several English-speaking designers on Instagram. Seeing their work and reading their captions inspires me to keep improving so I can engage with this community more fully.
Sometimes the most effective learning methods are ones we don't expect. What's an unconventional or unexpected strategy that has really helped improve your English skills?
I've found that practicing tongue twisters has really helped my pronunciation. I start each day with a new English tongue twister, repeating it throughout the day. It's not just fun, but it's also improved my ability to handle difficult sound combinations. I've even started creating my own design-related tongue twisters, like, she sells sleek steel stilettos. It's a creative way to combine my profession with language learning.
What's your ultimate aspiration or dream that you hope to achieve through English proficiency?
I have this vision of creating a global design collective that brings together artists from diverse cultural backgrounds to collaborate on large-scale public art projects. I want to facilitate cross-cultural artistic dialogues that result in innovative, boundary-pushing designs. English proficiency is key to coordinating these international collaborations and pitching our ideas to cities and organizations around the world.
How has learning English changed you as a person or altered your worldview?
English has made me more extroverted, believe it or not. The process of learning forced me out of my comfort zone, making me more willing to take risks and potentially make mistakes. This mindset has spilled over into other areas of my life, making me more adventurous in my cooking and more outgoing in my business. Also, reading food blogs from around the world has opened my eyes to the deep connections between food, history, and culture. I now see each dish as a story, not just a recipe.
I think AI will make learning English more interactive and fun. I already use AI-powered translation tools and voice assistants when I'm working on English projects. But in the future, I can imagine AI creating custom learning experiences based on my interests. Maybe AI could even help with learning the nuances of Western pop culture, which is something I find challenging.
Do you think AI can fully replace human teachers in English learning? Why or why not?
AI can be a great assistant for English learners, but I don't think it will replace human teachers completely. For me, learning is about communication, and having a human teacher helps with understanding the emotional tone of a conversation, something that AI still struggles with. AI can help me with technical parts, but human teachers make learning more relatable.
What role do you think AI can play in helping people overcome language barriers?
AI can be a great tool for overcoming language barriers, especially in creative fields like mine. There are AI tools that can translate design tutorials or interviews from English into Japanese and vice versa, making it easier for people like me to access information in different languages. I think AI will make cross-cultural collaboration much smoother.
Now, what advice would you give to your younger self or someone just starting to learn English?
I'd say, don't worry about being perfect, and don't be afraid to speak. In the beginning, I was too shy to use English, but looking back, I realized that speaking as much as possible is the fastest way to improve. I'd also remind myself to make learning fun, watch movies, listen to music, and explore things you enjoy in English. That makes the journey much more rewarding.
That's all for today's daily English room conversation practice. Thank you for joining us. If you enjoyed this video, like, leave a comment, and hit the subscribe button. See you next time.